Well, hello. Good morning. Welcome to Thursday morning meditation practice. If you haven't been here before, welcome. We do this every day of the week. We do it. I started doing this just because I wanted to do it with other people. I have a regular solitary meditation practice that I do every morning. In fact, I did 20 minutes this morning with Sam Harris and waking up. And but man, there's really a difference in showing up with other people. And so I wanted to make this a live, as much as possible for the world, live place to show up and to do it with a group of people. How do I shut this off? Notifications. Do not disturb. Yes. And so that's what we do here. 8:30 in the morning. Promise to have you out by 8:45, so you can let go of the need to keep time or take time or worry about, this is going to go too long. You don't even have to make a decision about it. I've made the decision for you. And that's, it's funny I say that. It's one of the most perplexing things in my, when I go to start something, is getting paralyzed by having to make a decision about how much, how long, what to do, how intense. And it's really nice to have somebody else make those decisions for you. So I'm making the decision for you. And hey, Barbara. Hey, Nancy. Welcome. Nancy, happy day after your birthday. Hope you had a great day yesterday. Let me see. What else can I say? If you haven't meditated before, this is a great introductory. I will guide you through. There'll be plenty of moments of silence, but I will be giving you guidance around breathing and how to sit. And if any of you who are regulars on this know people, actually, while you're doing this, you can click the share button on your screen. You can share it with your communities in your Facebook, which would just let the people in your world know that this is happening. And you don't even have to do anything. You don't have to offer them. You don't have to tell them. It'll just do that. So that would be awesome, because I would like to have 1 billion people meditating with me at 8:30 in the morning every day of the week, 8:30 Pacific time. Unrealistic expectation, unrealistic goal, I don't know. It's audacious, that's for sure. In the meantime, I'm really happy that we have 14 here right now. That's awesome. And I'm looking forward to building the audience as we grow. So I would appreciate your help in doing that, because the Sangha supports us all. I think about my son is studying geometry right now, and I think about the geometric shapes, right? And if you took a string, a looped string, and you put pins out, you could create, if you had 3 pins, you'd create a triangle. If you had 4 pins, you create a square. If you had 5 pins, you create a pentagon. And if you had 6 pins, you create a hexagon. And each pin is like a person in the Sangha. And the fewer the people, the more impact on the shape losing a person has. If you have a triangle and you lose one of the pins, there's almost no shape left. It's just a line. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a line. It's better than a point. But if you have a dodecahedron, I don't even know how many sides that is, and you lose a point, well, there's still a large scale community or shape. There's still a good shape left. It's not as big of an impact. So if you guys would do that do that. It'd be awesome. Click the share button on your Facebook and share it with your friends so that they know what you're up to, and they can join us as well. And we're going to practice in creating space. And that's really what the practice of meditation is all about. This is not religious. This is not connected to any sort of God worshiping or idols or when I first started meditating, this is kind of a funny thing. When I first joined the Santa Monica Zen Center, I actually didn't join. When I first went as a guest, my friend likes to tell this story. I went in for the Sunday services. I learned how to do the meditation, which was like a 5-minute practice. And in the service, good morning, Deborah. In the service, there was a bunch of chanting and bowing. And then a little bit later in the service, there was a walking meditation. And during the faster walking meditation, I just took the opportunity to literally walk right out of the Zen Center and not come back. I was out the door, down the street, didn't tell anybody I was leaving. Like, I'm out of here. Like, just this bowing and these Buddha statues were too much. I couldn't handle it. And it took me like a year and a half to go back. I was done. So, we're not doing that here. Our aim is to create some space. Create some space between the barrage of thoughts that occupy our minds most of the time and seeing clearly. The barrage of thoughts are kind of like a screen door. I'm lighting a candle. The barrage of thoughts are kind of like a screen door, and we are opening the screen door so that we can see more clearly. We don't have to look through a haze. And hey, morning, Chris. What does that mean? I Irish exited a meditation. Is that what that says? Andy, what does that mean? I Irish exited a meditation. Whoa. Oh, you mean when I left the Zen Center? Is that what that is? Is you Irish exited? You just head out? All right. So I got to stay on track here because we're committed to being done by 8:45. And that means we need to start. So, bell ringer. Let's get started. Sit yourself in a comfortable position with your feet flat on the floor. If you're in a chair, with your knees and butt on the floor. If you're sitting on a cushion or on a pillow, nice and tall, your back upright like a ship's mast, eyes closed or just slightly open. And here we go. All right, just start to let yourself slow down, connecting to your breath. A little bit like slowly coming toward a stop sign. You see it coming in the distance and you just feel yourself, your foot's off the gas pedal, you're coasting, and then you're slowly easing on the brake to bring your car to a nice stop. We're not completely stopping. We're gonna do an illegal roll through, but it's really slow. Connecting with a natural inherent slowness in you, even if you're a normally high-paced, fast-moving person. You have an innate slowness about you. it's in that slowness that we can find clarity, that we can find wisdom, that we can find our innate wisdom. I want you to think about your breath. Don't change anything about what you're doing. In and out, well, maybe it's a change. Breathe in and out with your nose. And just start to notice your breath. We're going to try a counting technique this morning. So just counting to 10. On every inhale or exhale, count your breath. Work your way up to 10. And if you don't make it to 10, if you do make it to 10, great. Start back at 1. And at any point, if you lose track of where you are because you started thinking about your to-do list or any of the other things that you might have on your mind, just let yourself come back to 1. See if you can make it to 10. Let me give you some time now. All right. If you find yourself lost in thought, this is a great time to practice compassion and self-forgiveness. It's okay, really. The last thing you need right now is a thought that you need to do this perfectly. You are enough, just as you are. You're good enough. You don't have to improve. You don't have to be more productive. You don't have to do more or prove anything. If you find yourself lost in thought for this entire 10 minutes, okay. part of this practice is in just starting to wake up, starting to notice, starting to observe as a witness, witnessing yourself, your patterns, your behaviors, your mind, your heart. If you're able to bring yourself back to where you were when we started, we got about a minute left. Just do that now, gently. All right. Just before my printer starts printing paper and making all kinds of racket like it's making right now. It's good timing. Welcome to your morning. Welcome to your life. Welcome to your afternoon or evening or wherever you happen to be. Hopefully, you've found a different state. You've changed the state you were in when we started this and you've moved into a different state. Notice how easy it is to get here. In fact, you might have been here in the first minute. You just practice staying there for 10 minutes. It's available to you anytime over the course of your day. All you got to do is sit still. If you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling worried or anxious, or you've got too many things to do, or your brain is cloudy, the best thing to do is just to stop. Slow down. Let's see if I can do my magic and turn to a page that is applicable. I like this one. Yeah, Phil, I appreciate you bringing that up. That goes through my head every time I say the good enough, smart enough. Saturday Night Live, fantastic. If Stuart Smalley, I think it's not Stuart Little, it's Stuart Smalley. Do a Google search for that on Saturday Night Live, and it is freaking hilarious. So here's the thought for today. This is out of Inward by Young Pueblo. Honesty creates intimate connections and decreases the turbulence of life. Dishonesty creates distance and problems that have to be dealt with in the future. Honesty creates intimate connections and decreases the turbulence of life. Dishonesty creates distance and problems that have to be dealt with in the future. I'm going to leave you with that today, on top of the humor that Phil injected with his reference to Stuart Smalley. And tell the truth. You've much less to keep track of if everything out of your mouth is just the truth. All right, guys, have a great day. See you here tomorrow morning, 8:30. Bring your friends, bring your people. See ya.